I can't stop sneezing right now. Okay.
Howdy, partner. Welcome to the Wild West. Howdy, folks. The game's about to start, so get yourselves ready for some root, toot, shoot, and loot. Yeehaw! Here's the deal, partners. The sheriff's out of town for a spell searching for the escaped Caffrey's father. So it's bad detail until he gets back. I reckon you'll have till high noon, so be quick with your plundering. Dirt-eating lousy varmint. Time to come out and stick up and find a state to crack. Just find the goods and get them back to the wagon. Time to hit it. You doggone degenerate. Run! Up and run! Happy has been saved. And
approach and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizen.
amazing job! You got quite the haul! Oh no, look out! Y'all better stop shooting up the wagon! Oh, that'll stop you! Here's his name! Oh.
Not attempt to flee. Justice will be administered.
I do. Folks, you know what that means. The sheriff wagon foul. And he's got his eye on the wagon. And that time, yeehaw! You done did it, partner. Take your prizes and ride off into the sunset. Or maybe over to the concession stand for a victory round of ice cold Nuka-Cola. You'll come back and play again, you hear? Now to get peace and come clean up your mess.
Really?
Wonder if Pete is warmed up to it. Girl's gonna have to make the first move, I reckon.
They're coming from that side.
Scenery around here makes you want anywhere else, really.
What was that? Oh, I'm kidding.
with smarts and a little luck, you'll do just fine out there.
How many mistakes
Protect
before they kill
and
us all?
serve.
I should have Parthenia look at this, but maybe it'll resolve itself.
Can't wait for the smooth skins to come blazing in here and melt their faces off.
You been through Asher's training yet?
They'll never understand.
Give me something to
I've got
work
your
with
back
here.
if you've got mine. I don't remember.
Work it, sweetheart. The right attitude will take you anywhere. And who are you? Oh, a new doll for me to dress up? Or are you one of those monstrous and proud types?
We'll have to ration.
No room for mercy.
Well, let me take you up on that offer. Javo, resident stylist, and nowadays disguise expert. If you're heading into society for regular humans and want to blend in, I'll set you up.
Mistakes before they kill us all.
Remember the days when you could walk up to someone and get judged by the qualities of your face? How bright your eyes are, the cleanliness of your skin, how much of a smile you were willing to crack. You do remember, because those days are still here. A stranger approaches in the wasteland, and they need to make a judgment, friend or foe. Well, most see the face of a monster and find that a little hard to trust. Even those who aren't actively hostile. Well, they aren't likely to offer you the same opportunities as the next lucky human. You want those opportunities back? Come to me, and I'll make sure they never know it's a walking corpse that's talking to them.
And not by choice.
Quick, clean, alert. No hesitations.
Step into my studio. You'll be brand new before you know it.
This is all I have left. No room for mercy.
Move as one, bleed as one. Us against the rest.
Could rip off the couch covering and use that. But it probably needs an acid bath first.
Guess all this radiation's our protection now. How many mistakes before they kill us all? One day at a time. Yeah, right. Is that all we deserve?
First time I'm seeing a freshly minted ghoul. Except myself, but that was more of a gradual process. You must be feeling brand new. You're gonna fit right in with us. No more infected wounds, no more worrying about radiation. You're free now. Unstoppable. And you're going to carry our cause. The dream of the ghouls. See, people will try to beat us down because we have what they don't. And they're afraid of that. So we answer by living our lives to the fullest. Grasping everything we ever wanted in life, no matter who wants to keep us from it. Holding on tight. Protecting each other and lifting up ghoul kind. Doesn't matter who you were before. You're one of us now. And we're gonna count on you, just as you can count on us. I'm Maddox, one of the founding members, along with Asher. And Elmira, but that's a story for another day. Once you feel up to it, please make yourself at home. You have full access to our facilities from now on. I'm sure the others are eager to meet you. Just let me know if you need anything at all. Whatever it is, I'm here for you.
All hail the power of radiation.
Get anyone to help, then maybe we're just gonna have to hike back. But that might be just as dangerous. Got any ideas, Clyde? Right. I guess we can wait a bit longer. Maybe someone will come by. Gosh darn it. Vinny ain't gonna like this. What are we gonna do?
That's the way it works.
Overseer's log, or should I say, direct communication. Because whoever is listening to this had the moxie to try to find out where I've gone. But I'm glad you did. Truth is, I need your help. I've been given a task and I've decided to break protocol and tell you what it is. Because if there's one thing I've learned in these past few years, it's that we need to rely on each other. There were 3 active nuclear silos in Appalachia before the bombs fell. They blew up the world before. We can't let it happen again.
That
So we've got to locate and secure all of the silos. Or die trying. Hopefully the former. But it's been 25 years. I just don't know what we're gonna find out there. Or where to start. My directive was to go to the nearest population center and assess the situation. I'll set up a camp on the way once I get my bearings. Find me there.
I came too far to get turned down now. Find, protect, and preserve.
The most important meal of the day is the one I serve you.
If this order puts up half the fight they say they will, then I want to be a part of it. The elders have so much to teach us. I hope I'll get to meet them in person someday. I'm gonna join up and take on the wasteland.
like that. So,
Overseer's log, or should I say, direct communication. Because whoever is listening to this had the moxie to try to find out where I've gone. But I'm glad you did. Truth is, I need your help. I've been given a task and I've decided to break protocol and tell you what it is. Because if there's one thing I've learned in these past few years, it's that we need to rely on each other. There were 3 active nuclear silos in Appalachia before the bombs fell. They blew up the world before. We can't let it happen again. So we've got to locate and secure all of the silos. Or die trying. Hopefully the former. But it's been 25 years. I just don't know what we're gonna find out there. Or where to start. My directive was to go to the nearest population center and assess the situation. I'll set up a camp on the way once I get my bearings. Find me there.
Oh, thank God you're here. I almost... It's just so good to see you. Let's talk downstairs. Cozy as this place is, there's someone I'd like you to meet. We really went overboard with this place. Feel free to look around. Let me introduce you to Davenport. He's been helping me with some reconnaissance. Keeping an eye on Appalachia.
Oh, so good to meet you. The Overseer has been so excited to see everyone again. Once you've acquainted yourself with our new arrivals, I may have some field work for you.
I couldn't have pulled this place off without him. Let's talk. It's good to see you. But we need to focus on the inoculation. Is it done? You didn't find my tapes? This disease has turned people into something else. You'll see them. The burned skin, the glowing lesions. There's a vaccine the responders were working on at AVR Medical. You need to finish the research and get inoculated. Hurry back once you're done. We've got plenty to do.
I'm sore all over. Building this place up is hard work. What is this? A desk fan? Who carries around a desk fan?
Lady, I will paint the walls with you.
Honey, you picked the wrong time to get a drink.
What are you? Hey! Who the hell are... Whoa, you looking for trouble? Because you're gonna find it. What are you... Shit. Jammed. Fine. But none of us are going anywhere till I get what I want. So just start talking and we can all go about our lives.
I told you it was gonna end badly. Now, I'm hoping you're here to have a drink and play nice. I've had a gun pointed at me more than enough for one day. Well, not exactly the introduction to the wayward I would have hoped for. Well, sorry about that, darling. First round's on me. Name's Duchess. There's something I could do for you. Your guess is as good as mine, sweetheart. He busted in here saying I needed to turn over the location of some fellow named Crane, who I guess I must have served at some point or another. Since then, a steady stream of miscreants has been making my life irritating. Not exactly good for a budding business. Now that you mention it, I could use an extra pair of hands. See? That boy we put down? He's not the first of his crew to roll in here. But I want him to be the last. Normally, I'd send my people out to clean house. But my muscles run off, so I don't have the bodies to spare right now. But I'm willing to pay good money if you put an end to this for me. So, what do you say? I don't care how you deal with them. Sweet talk, string up their leader by his ears. Hell, buy them all ice cream sandwiches. Whatever you can do to get them to stop harassing us is fine by me. Primarily
because your security, other than me right now, are one former contractor and a robot that has no guns and thinks it's a cow.
To not put too fine a point on it. So I could absolutely use another set of hands if you're willing to lend them. That's what I was hoping. So, the details. Now, each of these boys came in asking after Crane. I'm thinking we can make that work for us. How would you grab the attention of a bunch of single-minded thugs? Oh, darling. See, as fine as that idea is, you know, I was thinking we could take a different tack. Just give me 1 second. Okay, I think I'll just... I just want you to know, architecture ain't exactly my forte. Huh, not half bad. So what I've chicken scratched together here for you is the schematic for one custom-made Crane Treasure Hunting Inc. sign. If I didn't butcher the plans too bad, it's got a little system built in that'll make sending out an advertisement and getting this gang's attention a snap. You just need to build it, use the tape it spits out to tell the world you're open for business, and then convince any punks that show up to tell you where their boss is hiding. They did teach you all how to build from schematics up in that vault of yours, didn't they? You vault boys and girls carry yourselves different, like you matter. Plus, your Pip-Boy was a dead giveaway, but that's beside the point. You think you can work from these schematics? That's the spirit.
Hey, if you need a refresher, good old Morty Mort can help you out.
What are you on about, Mordecai?
Hey, nah, I'm not bragging or anything, but I've got some tapes that cover that very subject.
Oh, Mort, not the tapes. Well, you find yourself wanting a refresher? Talk to Mort. Of course, you're gonna need materials, but we should have enough lying around to cover you there. Get you together a little care package. Throw some rations in there, too, so you don't starve on me. And so you know, you might have to break some of this scrap down for parts. But I can spot you some workbench materials, too, since you're doing me such a big one. Who knows? Maybe you'll learn something while you do it. Now, you ready to get this show on the road? It is a lot to ask. Fine. I could do 75. But that's it. Hot dog. Be good to have those dolts off our back at long. Just make sure, once you find out where they're hiding, that their leader gets the message. The wayward gets left alone. Oh, and on the topic of leaders, you know, one of my people found this tape in the camp across the way, recorded by one overseer of Vault 76. It's a little out of date at this point, but it seems it might have been left for someone from her vault. Maybe it was waiting for you? Sounds like she set the camp up so her people could get some practice in self-reliance. Probably worth looking into if you think you could use a little refresher.
Overseer's log, south of Vault 76. I knew this wasn't going to be the Appalachia I remembered, but... mutated animals? Haywire bots? No people so far. We have to be ready to rebuild in... what I can confirm is... hostile territory. Fortunately, Vault Tech was prepared. You see this? The cooking station, the stash box, the workbenches, all built with the camp. You need a home base out there. The construction and assembly mobile platform is designed to give you one. Just add resources, planning, and a little elbow grease. When you move your camp, everything you've built is stored, ready to be placed back down in the new area. Use this to establish a foothold whenever you're in unfamiliar territory. I've left my camp behind so you can use it. I know I'm breaking my own advice by not taking it with me. But after seeing Appalachia for myself, I need to make sure every resident of 76 has a safe haven they can start from. I'll make do without it. If it's still standing, the town of Flatwoods is further down this road. Find me there.
Quick, get the awards and drinks. Because hell yeah.
This is the Overseer, signing off.
What a roar, man! Well done, mate. A really solid effort. Everyone, if you could stay inside the bunker for a few moments while my associates make sure it's safe to exit. Thank you! Cheers, mate. Big effort you made for me there. I won't forget it in a hurry.
protect and serve.
Some of these Heard you chose this life. Can't imagine why.
They'll never understand. Bunch of outcasts that have it underground. Can't say it's for me. Settling in. Well, take my advice. Don't get too settled.
Got some cram up
Guess all this radiation's our protection now. It's like I'm living life on a knife's edge. And not my choice.
I don't remember what it was like anymore. Being human.
Stay on your guard. Anything could happen at any time.
Ugh, Wasteland chic is so overdone. You are speaking to Java. All done playing dress?
Can't wait for the smooth skins to come blazing in here and melt their faces. I don't remember what it was like anymore. Being human.
Ugh, not interested in that.
Whatever happens out there, I won't leave you behind. Move as one.
Chloe looks... Are you here for the responder training? Then you're not alone. A lot of people come here because of that radio message the responders left. That's what brought me here too. At first, I was planning to just do the training and move on, but honestly, I kind of like it here. I really enjoy meeting all the people that pass through and hearing their stories. Wait a minute. Are you one of those people who was in Vault 76? To be honest, you really don't have the look and feel of someone who spent their life out here in the wilds. The other people I've met from Vault 76 seemed a little more... how to put it, wide-eyed, inexperienced, still figuring things out, you know? They also tend to look healthier, more well-fed, and their skin's not so rough and calloused. Go right ahead. Me? There's not much to tell, really. I came in with Paige and the rest and stayed up at Foundation for a while. It was nice, but eventually I wanted to go my own way, you know? Get out and see some places I've never seen, figure out who I am. When I heard the message on the radio about Flatwoods, I was curious to meet the responders, so I made my way here. I decided to stay here and see what else I could learn. That's pretty much my story. It's up in the Savage Divide, which is what they call the mountains to the east. There are maybe a dozen settlers up there, though people always come and go, so it changes. Honestly, life is pretty good there. It's a community and everybody does their part to help. He's the closest Foundation has to a leader, I guess. I never got to know him real well, but he always seemed like a decent guy. Honest, reliable, cares about the people, that kind of stuff. Okay, what is it? I found it in one of the houses. It fits great, and it's really
No,
comfortable.
I'm good.
And pretty durable, too. I'd also be lying if I said it didn't have some sentimental value for me. I've admired the responders ever since I first heard about them. What they stood for, helping people no matter what. That was really important. Yeah, there's a couple of places around here that qualify as interesting. At least to me. The Agricultural Research Center is infested with feral ghouls and homicidal robots. But you can find some good scrap in there if you're up to it. The New River Gorge Resort to the east is the same story. Maybe, minus the robots. No problem.
Hey, volunteer. If you need supplies, Bob's got you covered. While you're here, why not grab a stim pack or two? That overseer lady said more people would be coming. It's nice to meet you.
Overseer's log, town of Flatwoods. My God. There's no one here. The old tavern, the church, people were using them for shelter, but they're gone. Mutations we expected. But there's something else. A disease. I was attacked by... Well, it used to be a person. But it had these green, glowing lesions, and its voice... angry, tortured. We are one. One what? Whatever happened here is beyond anything we expected. And we expected a lot. Before they were wiped out, the survivors called themselves the Responders. Looks like they were made of firefighters, police, emergency medical staff. They even have an automated system to teach people about treating water, food, survival. I'm doing their tests, and you should too. I know it's even worse than we imagined, but someone's got to know where the missile site...
We call it the Great War now. It's not been long, and things have been rough. Welcome to Survivor Stories. I'm Dasa Ben-Ami, a responder. I've been working with the responders for a couple of years now. I'm from Charleston originally, so it was easy to join up. What was easy was work. Rebuilding Appalachia from the rubble while survivors flock to us regularly from all over. So many have come and gone. Their stories untold, their names lost to time. I thought we should preserve this history somehow. I've decided to ask people to record their thoughts, their stories, anything they want to preserve forever. I'll call this series the Survivor Stories. I'll start with me. I was an anthropology PhD student at Vault-Tec University, final year. I was printing my thesis when I heard the sirens. I thought for sure my father, a Vault-Tec employee, could take us all with him, but only 2 reservations came through. I refused to go. With my little brother, he went to the vault. They could not persuade me, though they tried. In the end, I pushed them inside it, and that was it. After that, I went back home to Charleston and, well, survived. Eventually, the responders formed, and I signed up right away. It was so hard. The flood was devastating. Relocating to Morgantown Airport and now Flatwoods has been... I remain optimistic. Been with them now for, I guess 2 years. We have big plans. We can do so much to help. Maybe, just maybe, we can rebuild enough to be okay. And in the meantime, I will continue to record stories of survivors when I can. We are your history. This is Dasa Ben on me, signing off for now.
Hi. Dasa asked me if I would talk about, how I got here. She asked everybody, so I said okay. My name's Colonel, and I'm 13 years old. I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. The bombs and the messed up people and the cows with 2 heads, all of it. I was bad. Just bad. I cheated on my spelling test. I kicked Chip Wilkins in the shins until he cried. I pushed Rosie McCloy down the stairs. I cut holes in the bottom of all the gym shorts, and I put glue in the mashed potatoes in the cafeteria. I told Harold Newell to eat 10 dead flies a day in order to grow muscles, and I put Nuka-Cola in the rat cage water bottles at the pet store. And, I just wanted to say I'm sorry about everything. Because my dad said if I wasn't this way, the bad things wouldn't happen. I haven't seen Daddy since the bombs, and I guess he left because of that, too. It's okay. I'm trying to be good now, though. I'm not old enough to be a volunteer, but Dasa said I could help collect food and water, so I'm getting better, I promise. And, Daddy, if you're listening, I promise I won't be bad anymore, so you can come back now. Okay? Okay. Bye.
Just talking to this? Oh, yeah, am I loud enough? Okay. Hi. What do you want me to say exactly? Yeah, so just talk about how you got here and maybe a little bit about your life. This is a historic document. Go ahead, Tabitha. Okay, so, well, thanks. Okay. I've been sober for 9 days. I got here 9 days ago.
give you anything you want. Money? Yeah? You want cats? My life savings, I'll tell you where it is. Go to the graveyard behind the church. The rightmost grave. Stand on it. Walk directly across the river. Halfway up the hill. There's a small clearing. My savings are in an old stump. A little bit off the right, I swear! Please! Don't leave me here, please! I'm begging you, please!
Automated warning to all responders. Mr. Farmhands are out of control.
DASA has asked us all to document our stories for posterity, you know. It seems like a fine idea. So, hi, I am Kesha McDermott. When the bombs fell, I was in Watoga, coordinating a statewide science fair for that year's high school kids. And the theme was the future of energy. After the bombs, everything was pretty chaotic. Scavenging for food and fighting off rabid survivors. Oh, it was just a bad time all around. I found a couple of surviving kids from the high school whose parents didn't make it. We holed up in a house in town for a while. After a bit, I was able to solder the circuitry in an old radio, and we tuned into a broadcast from the responders. Oh, we were overjoyed. The trip from Watoga to Flatwoods, it was rough, mind you. The kids and I ran into a group of
Automated message. The Forest Watch detects all supervisors down. Good job. Responder team, proceed to the Ag Center and get to the mainframe. You need to reset the farmhand targeting parameters. That should keep our people safe in the area. Be careful.
Begin mulching subroutines.
Overseer's, let's call these personal journals. Not an official log, just something for me. The Agricultural Center, one of my first posts with Vault Tech. I was so excited because I used to come to this same farm when I was a kid. I remember one year at the Autumn Festival, me running through the corn maze, going every which way, Mom and Dad yelling after me to slow down. Wasn't gonna happen. I guess I was always hitting life fast. Couldn't just be a pioneer scout. I had to make troop leader. Couldn't just be a good student. I had to have straight A's. God, I miss those early days. Just being a kid. The three of us, our simple life, our simple house. I wonder if it's still standing.
Responder Dasa gave me some supplies in exchange for my survivor story. So, hi. My name is Scott Shepherd. Things are going all right. I was a nurse before the war, and I guess nothing much has changed. I just work for the responders now, and I don't get paid. The government is basically the same now as it was years ago. Wrecked. Disorganized. Cannot be trusted. Everyone knows this. You want to know why the war actually happened? Aliens. You think I'm joking?
I know.
Listen, now right before everything went to hell, I saw them. I was grilling hamburgers out in the yard with my dog, and I heard rustling from the bushes and a zapping noise. Next thing I know, I'm lightheaded, and I felt myself falling to the ground.
Welcome back to the Metal Dome, Rust Eagles, bot jockeys, and guests. I'm Buzzsaw, your master of ceremonies for this robot throwdown.
With a clump of green skin.
You're about to see the best Rust Eagle war machines take on a team of wasteland warriors in 3 rounds of brutal combat.
9 days, 19 hours.
Turn your attention to the arena floor and let's introduce our combatants. These gladiators of steel think they can beat us in our house. Not a chance.
Isotope of uranium. They had a plan.
Round 1, we'll make scrap out of you in no time.
Scott Shepherd, the nurse. Question. They have our blood. They do. 125. This is one big experiment to them. This whole thing was staged. Our lives, our thoughts, everything was designed for us. Just like this conversation. Every word I'm saying. Plan. Time to wake up, Appalachia. Find the ones holding the strings and cut the cords.
goes them, gladiators!
Charisma subroutine failed. Pursuing muscular diplomacy.
Steel beats rust again! Just one more round to go.
One of these days, I'm gonna send a Mr. Killmeister out there with nothing but rations.
Really, Beatrice? Grimbot? That's the best name you can come up with? Beatrice is all about maximum carnage, while my Welcome to the Metal Dome. There isn't any problem that can't be solved with 35% more lasers.
Chloe's my pet. Or maybe I'm hers. I'm not sure.
If you're not sure, you're an idiot.
This is my first interview with another survivor, Kesha McDermott. She found me trying to break into a Nuka-Cola machine and, showed me a different way. So, Kesha, can you tell us a bit about how we can make sure our water is safe for drinking? Try to keep it to the basics for training purposes.
Oh, it's not complicated, really. Find water and strain out any big particles and chunks. Then, boil it in a pot over an open fire for a minute or two, then let it cool. Should be fine. Like making tea, right?
Uh-huh. You joined the responders a while ago and helped develop a program to train volunteers.
This town was really nice before the war.
So, were you a survivalist prior to all of this?
You could say that. I taught high school kids. I used to talk about this very thing to them. Practical application of the sciences. It's fascinating, but you never realize how important some things will be down the road, do you?
I guess not. So if we were students of yours, what would you tell us about the world now? How can we survive?
That's a good question, Dasa. Well, I would tell you all to remain calm and focus on surviving. The first thing you need to do is get yourself some clean drinking water. It's likely all you'll find is dirty water, but that's okay. We can fix it. Dirty water carries a small chance of disease, and it's a bit radioactive. You'll probably survive if you drink it, but you shouldn't take that risk.
Hi there.
It's better than toxic water or nuclear waste, though, which are both very harmful and should be boiled thoroughly first. Got that, Dasa?
Yes'm. Contaminated water should be boiled. Okay, that sounds easy enough. So, boiled water is safe?
It's mostly safe, but still a bit radioactive. What you really want is purified water.
Oh, purified water. Okay, how do I get that?
You can build machines that will do it for you, and that's the most reliable way. Building them requires some space and time and plenty of materials. But on my way up here from Watoga, I found purified water occasionally in supply caches and medical kits. So keep your eyes peeled.
If I boil water and that's mostly safe, well, aside from a teensy bit of radiation, what about tea? Most folks around here are tea drinkers, as you know. I recall many a night sipping tea on the stoop, watching lightning bugs, and reading a book in peace and quiet. Tell me that's still okay, Kesha?
Oh, bless your heart. It's probably as good as boiled water anyway. Maybe even better if you add anything medicinal to it. Some survivors add all sorts of flowers and herbs to boiled water, and they swear by it. Personally, I stick with purified water. To each their own.
Okay, got it. Switching tracks a bit. I know you're awfully busy with your latest research in Flatwoods. Can you explain that a bit?
Of course. I'm testing local, natural water over time in Appalachia. Gathering data, monitoring the radiation and contamination levels, all of that. I analyze the data in my lab to look for long-term trends and use those trends to determine how we can use the water right now. We use the water for more than just drinking, you know. It feeds our plants, which feed our animals, so we need to know how things are changing.
You got a lot of work cut out for you. I'm glad you joined the responders. That data sounds invaluable.
It is. I've integrated the data collection and research into the Responders Survivors Volunteer Program as well. I am still a teacher, after all.
Wow. Then there you have it, folks. Thanks for talking with us today, Kesha. And thanks for showing us all how to live a little safer.
Class dismissed.
Reverend Delbert Winters here, born and raised in this very town. Sent my own church to the responders for their outpost here, and you're welcome. The responders are on a true mission, you see, helping folks through thick and thin, till the heavens open up again and take us all up anyways. When this all happened, I figured like most it was time. This was the end, but it wasn't, was it? We're still here. At first, I thought it was a mistake, that we was missed, forgotten. Maybe we did some wrongs. Didn't give enough to charity, maybe. Didn't praise his name, even in the worst of times. Maybe thought some things that ought not to have been thought. So I asked him. I asked how. Why? I fought your wars on Earth. I'm ready to fight them up there by your side. Then, in my despair, I saw some survivors eating raw rat carcass behind a dumpster. You ought to cook that first, I warned them. Seemed obvious. We tried but got sick, they said, covered in their own filth. I realized right then and there that I was being tasked. From then on, I built kitchens, cooked good food, fed anyone who walked up with an empty belly. And I was thankful for my task in life. Thankful. Next time hell or high water land in my stoop, I'll be swept clear away with it. But until then, let's share a home-cooked meal together, all right?
Hello? Well, that's too... What a kind... Don't worry. Now, go...
Yes, there's a few lights missing in that area. You'll want to start by finding those and setting them up. Great work. Let's repair some tracks next. It appears you're on the right track. Get it? Track? The ride was great, but if only there was someone for me to enjoy it with. So many beautiful paths. I don't know where to look.
What was that?
It's go time!
That was too close. Somebody there? We got company!
Lucky.
Getting so sick and tired of those thorn bushes.
Another day, another problem. And today it's these bloodsuckers.
Okay. Must be something I'm missing. You're right.
Well, well. Another visitor to the Responder's graveyard. You must be pretty good to have gotten past all those mutants out there. Come to pay your respects to the fallen? That's good. It's important to honor the memories of those we lost. I got a brother around here, somewhere, or maybe somewhere else. All I know, he was one of these responders. Came to check on him. Was a few years too late, looks like. Now, I'm just marking time while the cancer eats me up from inside. In the end, none of us can escape our fate. We'll all be food for the worms.
Dark.
Is that so? Well, then I feel a deep pity for you. Day by day, this weary old world is dying. Don't have to look far to see that. All the great institutions of man, all his worldly achievements and wondrous machines, they all rust and dust now. I can't think of a fate more tragic than to live forever and be forced to watch all that was once good and beautiful rot down to nothing. Anyway, guess you've listened to me ramble on long enough by now. What can this old man do for you? What would you like to know? Marcus, 5 years younger than me. Star running back in high school. And handsome, too. Had all the ladies chasing him. He followed me into the army, became an MP. Then got out and moved to Morgantown, signed up with the police. Back then, I was still living in Cincinnati. We'd talk on the radio. He tried to get me to come out here and join the responders more than once. I do miss him. Well, I don't figure it matters much how dangerous this place is. If one of those mutants don't get me, cancer will. But I guess what keeps me here is just knowing this is where my brother died. Call me a superstitious old fool, but I don't want my spirit to have to walk too far to find his. I know it's a ruined wasteland, filled with 100 things that want to eat you. It's better this way. Less noise, less fuss, just echoes. In time, nature takes it all back. One day, nobody will know there was ever a city here. In the short term, well, you got the train station with the robot who can sell you supplies. And south of that, the train yard might be good for salvage. And of course, Morgantown's just across the river. Probably lots of useful stuff over there, if you can survive. There used to be cops, firefighters, medics. Marcus always made them sound like good folk. They looked after other people as best they could. This was their base, as far as I can tell. They got overrun by those things out in the halls. Found a few bodies in here and set up a little memorial. There was a lady named Chavez. Got a holotape she made on that map table. Last words by the sound of it. I ain't been here that long, so that's about all I know. Time's all I got left, but I don't mind sharing it. You be safe out there.
Overseer's log, Morgantown. I used to love coming here on weekends, taking flight lessons. Now it feels like I walked into a nightmare. Those scorched things are everywhere. I kept quiet. They didn't see me. I managed to observe them for a bit. Whatever this disease is, it seems to completely take over its host. The ones that used to be human, eventually they go rigid, like some kind of stasis. And if they stay like that for too long, they sort of burn up from the inside out. Vesuvius in reverse. I wondered what could possibly cause all this. And then I got my answer. It swooped down from the sky, screeching, breathing, infecting everything. I don't know how to fight this. But we need to consider all our options. Even the nukes. We find the source of this scorched plague and wipe it from the map before it can leave Appalachia. But first things first, we can't let the disease spread to us. Looks like the responders were developing some kind of inoculation. I'm going to pick up their work. You should too. This is the Overseer. Signing off.
Hey everyone. This is Derek. Making my final report on the events at Harper's Ferry. Hopefully this reaches you all safely. Whatever happened here, it was big. The whole area it's devastated. If any of our people survived, I can't find a trace of them. I talked to some of the locals. They say creatures came from the sky and laid waste to the town. Some of the ones who got hurt in the attack were transformed or something. They apparently turned into monsters and attacked anyone they could reach. Riley says he and his people are gonna seal themselves up in their bunkers and try to figure out a way to fight these creatures. In other words, we won't be getting any more help from these Free States guys. Maria, I was hoping you could get in touch with Ella. See if maybe she can lean on Riley a little. Get him to see that this isn't the way. If you ask me, I think it's damn selfish of them to turn their backs on the rest of us. On people who need their help to survive. There's nothing else I can do here. Guess we can scratch Harper's Ferry off the map. I'll be heading back soon. but I want to check in on some of the farms along the way. Should be about a week.
Attention, citizens. Nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your cooperation.
Attention all responders. This is a top priority message. Radar has spotted an inbound cargo bot. We've got to secure the landing zone so we can make the drop. We need those supplies, but the cargo bot's going to attract attention, so get ready for a fight.
Radiation here. But